going on, folks? Let me just get the people in, spread the message. Let's see. Don't mind me like taking a little bit of time. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. There we go. Mr. Chan being present yet again. What's going on, my man? Let's see. 6 people strong. I'll take it. I mean, why don't we just like start exactly where we left off? I mean, that's gonna be NFTs, right? 3, 2, 1, and oops. Actually, fuck, which one is it? I think it's this one. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the first off, right? Like anyone tuning in, like don't mind me just like asking for like a quick little follow. It helps a lot. Spread the love. I would really appreciate it because, like, you know what? Like, at the end of the day, we gotta bring NFTs back, right? Ooh, shit! Look at this. Before I'm getting to where's that? Magic Eden just got a update or something. Magic Eden, new week, new ways to collect your favorite NFT. Wonder Pick is now live. Gotta collect them all. I mean, first of all, Magic Eden, if you guys are listening to this, like, I will be sending you an invoice for using the collector's angle into NFTs, but like, it's all good. No worries, no biggie. What the fuck is this? Let's see. Try yourself. Oh, there we go. Wonder pick your favorite Solana NFTs. So what is it? Give me 1 sec, folks, because you know what? I do think kind of it would make like the most sense for me to like just like try this shit out on stream, right? Let's see, connect wallet. And I mean, so I would reckon it's just I mean, like, you know what, guys? Like, I would not be amazed if so many people are always like asking for like an oscillator, right? Or a catalyst. If us basically getting wrecked for 2.5 years straight on both like the Solana valuation as well as like the US dollar valuation, how about people ripping their packs? You know what? Like, first of all, like, I'm not hating on this. I really don't. I think whatever is going to get like more eyes to NFTs is great. But why gamble with this, right? I do think for anyone who likes to take their chances, I like it. I do. But that's just not my personal MO. I guess like this is kind of why Magic Eden doubled up on the Solana things, right? Because like the infrastructure is there. That's super interesting. Also, like it's super interesting that this is I mean, this is probably not gonna be Jim or what's going on, brother. I might hate to break it to you guys, but like I am quite sure that you're not gonna get any rare ones. You're just gonna get ones listed on the floor, unless like obviously if they would just like go for their own, which they would. No, I don't think that's gonna be. Whatever. This is not like what I would do, but hey, like anyone looking to try their luck, right? At the end of the day, and ripping open packs, I guess. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'll send something. Give me 1 second though, just to try it out. Let's see. Bear with me, folks. I mean, like, this is gonna be like my next video, right? Like, whatever the fuck this is. I don't think this is new, but like, I would kind of say that this is such a logical like next step for like NFTs, right? Because I mean, well, what would you expect? Ripping packs has been going viral in like the past little bit, and especially now, I mean, like, this could be something. Let me see how to just like forward this again. Boom. Boom. There we go. Want to pick your favorite Solana NFTs? Oh, there you go. Thank God the Solana network fee is refundable. Well, that's all we needed, right? Let's see. Sorry for this to take this long, guys, because you know what? Like, obviously, I'm not using just one computer, so that's why it's taking like a little longer. Send Solana. Oh. Fuck. There we go. Boom. Wait, what? I was just wondering because like it said, Soulflare said that I need to have like a minimum amount to be sent for 0.06 Solana, which is just like a little weird, but like that was the private send feature, whatever the fuck that is. Okay. And I think oh, there we go, folks. Let's see. I'm not promoting any of this, to be honest, like, but I do kind of feel like I might just cover it a little bit. I mean, like, this is one way to make some noise in like the NFT space, right? Like, so I guess like what they're planning on doing is to make this digital Pokemon cards. Wonder pick, I agree. Well, there we go. Signing transaction. Boom, all good. Okay, so I guess like all of these are just like shit anyways. What the fuck is a Boston? Ah. Well, there you go. I guess I need to like pick the Boston one. I mean, like these are some shit tier NFTs as well, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there you go. Boom. Yes, I got a bug digital. Double pick for zero. I'm good. Well, there you go. Not a fan, folks. Not a fan. I mean, like, this is not even like ripping packs. Like, what the fuck do you want me to say? Like, this is fucking horrible. Buck Digital. What is Buck Digital? Let's see. I mean, guys, these guys are giving us the worst, it seems. I mean, I'm not going to lie, like feel free to just like to give your 2 cents in the chat, but like I think like this is kind of a fucking retarded feature. I'll take like the payout to this. Yeah. Nice. No, I didn't like get any. Well, there we go, folks. I mean, like, this is not like the kind of what do you want me to say to this, right? So rather than actually like giving like some good NFT infrastructure, like they're just like yapping like some. This is just like some gamble where really like I'm not too much of a fan, like especially on like the kind of NFTs. Like I have not heard of like Block Digital whatsoever. Zero fucking sales in like the last 24 hours. This is the shit they're feeding you, guys. Yeah, I mean, definitely not a fan. I will not ever be doing this again. At all. What the fuck is that? Does anyone actually like this kind of infrastructure? So Dinero's asking what happened, and basically what happened is Magic Eden just implemented the Wonder Pick, which is just like straight up fucking gamblifying. Let's just like call it what it is, like rather than just like putting in like something cool. All good, brother. Dinero, you're late to the party. No such thing, because I'll fucking keep on repeating myself into oblivion, and I do not care. Magic Eden just like introduced a new way to collect our favorite NFTs. Now, what do? They basically have a shuffle, of which are, I mean, like there's one semi-good one, and the rest are other shit. Or at least like with like the pool I had, they were absolute trash. And why am I calling them trash? Because like there's like literally no fucking sale in the past 24 hours. So not, I mean, like it's kind of a lose to begin with. Other than like if the, for example, I mean, like my 20% pick, which was like the quote unquote best one, still was like a shit one. If I had floored it like instantly, like I would have lost like 60-ish% on the spot due to shit liquidity. It was like Don Boss or something like that. I've never heard of that. Anyways, so you get like 5 cards, and like the cards they shuffle, and afterwards you can pick whatever the fuck you want. And anyways, like I am not a fan at all. If no, you can basically, so the Nero's asking, wait, so it just randomly picks an NFT for you. What happens is there's a shuffle, right? You pay them 0.5 Solana, then you get presented 5 random NFTs. Of the 5 random NFTs, they're all random, and one is a quote unquote better one. It has transdimensional foxes, it has hues, but it also has just like shit tier fucking NFTs, like Don Boss or some stupid shit like that. What was it, Don Boss? Yeah, this one. I've never heard of this. No one trades this shit. I mean, like, this is what they're trying to feed you guys. So for a 20% odds to get like these, you might as well just fucking get yourself like one you like. Again, like I'm not gonna be like glazing like the bigger players like that. If it's about like ripping packs of Pokemon cards, I'm a fan. But like if it's somewhat gambling involved, to where, okay, so basically one more thing, you get presented 5 cards. Of those 5 cards, like one NFT brand has like the higher floor price, and then it gets shuffled, and then you can just like take one, and like if you're lucky, you're getting the right one. I was not lucky, and I got myself fucking Don Pog Bug Digital. Like whatever the fuck this is. World Park Federation. I mean, what can I say? Just not a fan. Back for round 2. What's up, private cousin? Yeah, I mean, like, this latest feature is absolute ass. No, NFL flash right now. Okay, there we go. Not a fan. For 0.5, I rather lucky buy on what I like. Yeah, makes a lot of sense, man. I think like this is pure trash. Buy NFTs, play like I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, I'm not gonna judge like people ripping packs. I think actually like pack ripping is kind of fun, right? It's the gambling aspect to it is probably a huge deal in what made like Pokemon cards like go so wild, right? But other than that, I think this is pure shit. I am not a fan. Not at all. Not at all. So yeah, I mean, like you can just like fucking lucky buy or whatever, and I think like that's one way to just like blast through half a Solana. Anyways, talking about Utes, I think like Utes do come with like some. I mean, you know what? Like I think there's some cool Utes right here, right now. Let's get through. Let's get to it, right? I did upload a video recently on Utes traits. Let's see, most beloved Utes traits tier list. Let me just like link that real quick. The NFT Cat, cheapviewers.streamboo.com, remove the space. I mean, like, fuck off, dude. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, what do you guys want me to say? I think Magic Eden is not really kind of growing the way you would like it to grow, in my opinion. I kind of can get behind the fact of like things not being, what's it called, quote unquote worth it, right? To where like the costs do not outweigh like the revenue or whatever. But then on the other hand, like if you're just gonna like fucking implement like the extraction stuff, just not a fan, not at all. At the end of the day, like really just I think like they should be doing better, right? I think like you're not gonna, I think like the big advantage right here right now is that a lot of like the speculators have left the market to where I think it's a good thing, right? People are like, well, sad face, why are we not trading at 100 million Solana just yet? When you simulate a lucky buy and it keeps winning the NFT at the percent you spend on, do you think that's a sign that you'll when you simulate a lucky buy and it keeps winning the NFT at the percentage you spin on, do you think that's a sign that most likely you'll get the win at that percentage? No, not at all. So anyone listening to this, right? Like I'll tell you what the mechanics of the lucky buy are. Really, wait, give me 1 second, folks. There we go. I think like this is slightly better. Anyone listening to this can, and who basically play World of Warcraft, will know what I'm talking about when I say like a backslash roll gets simulated. So Dinero, what happens when you're pressing the lucky buy, right? When you are pressing the lucky buy, depending on what percentage you selected, the counterparty, being Magic Eden, does a random roll. So what that means is they quote unquote roll a random number, and if that random number is smaller than the percentage you selected, then you win the NFT. I do not think that I'm not sure on the simulation if that works the same. I just don't think so. Like, I really don't. Now, the only way to kind of outplay that in a way would be like to kind of get an edge on like how does it make sure it's random. But to be honest with you guys, right? Like, these things on the long term, they just like do not work in your favor. They don't. And why not just like take a little extra time and just like save some funds for whatever you like? You'll probably end up with more, right? If it's about like getting your favorite ones in, I think you're just way better off just like not waste money on that. I mean, that's just me. I'd rather just fucking collect and get my hands on like some rare ones. And if you're not able to get your hands on some rare ones, why not like send yourself like a you know what, like the problem with odds is that like in the long term they do not work in your favor. They just don't. So I don't know, man. That's just my opinion on these things. Plus let's see. I think you'd be like better off just like saving your funds really, and just spend it whenever like you see like a sweet deal. I think like that's the way to go. Fuck, did I get sandwiched or didn't I not? One second, folks. Nope, I didn't. Okay, good enough. I mean, like, I'm not a fan of the Gamblefy aspect to these things. Do you think it also do you think it goes off based on how many times you've done a lucky buy and lost? No, I do not think so. or like how much money that NFT has already raised by people lucky buying and finally gives out to the winner. No, I don't think so. Not at all. So basically, you're asking that they kind of keep track of. Do they kind of keep track of whatever money has been thrown at a certain NFT? No, I do not. I do not. What I think they just basically have to ensure randomness over a set period of time. That's what I think. And that's pretty much like the only thing. Like, they're not going to be like, hey, like this NFT has basically brought up or like made us like 3x like their asking price, so we can just like kick it out, because in that sense they would not be able to ensure the randomness. The Nero saying he's not a big fan of the Gamblify thing, but you never know. Maybe you can get a big win and kick things off. I feel like they're trying it to help small projects. I really disagree there, dude. Just because in their own calculations, they overvalue the small projects. Or it can also be a game where new NFT users who are barely getting to know about NFTs, something maybe easy way to get their feet wet. I mean, like, guys, though, you might be right? But like, there's like a reason why I'm saying to anyone and everyone who tunes into these streams that you might want to make sure that you're getting yourself into like active communities, right? More than anything, I think like that's the most important part. You want to get like art, which is awesome, and you want to make sure that the community is alive and kicking, and so is the team. Can you win a MATLAB or a DGOT or something? No. The most evaluation is like amongst like the youth kind of level, so 1.6 Solana, 1.1.6 Solana, something like that. The fuck is this? Let me unstake, send it back, otherwise you're gay. That's quite funny. I mean, it is what it is. Back to youth, though. Back to youth, because I think more than anything, right, we are actually like we're seeing like some kind of consolidation, and you folks know that with NFTs, like, the fun is that you get to have like your individuality, right? So in that sense, let's get to it. Floor price came a little bit down. That also means that there are just like there's more supply. Shame on you and Magic Eden. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, throw that shit away indeed. Guys, like, honestly, whether you just make sure you don't get yourself into like dead projects. I think that's the biggest takeaway. So looking at the Utes floor, right? I do kind of feel like there's a lot more being offered right now, and a lot cleaner ones as well. Looking at this one, I kind of like this one. I think this one is really good at the floor, right? I kind of feel like the red Red comes back here. Red comes back here in the glasses. And the polo shirt, I think this looks cool. The white comes back like in three several spots as well. The eyes, a cap, the polo shirt as well. I think this one is like looking really good compared to what we saw a few days earlier. I don't mind this one either. I think this one is like pretty cool. But I saw another one which was actually like solid. Now, I think this one is like really good looking. If you're looking to get yourself like an awesome looking ute, I think like this one has it quite monotone in coloring, right? But like the glasses kind of cool with like the blue. But then again, like this is where you just like gotta appreciate the color block halo, or at the very least, like I do. I think like this one is like really, really, really cool. Listed at 1.58. I do think this has been bridged, I guess. Wait. I'll check it on Magic Eden. When did this one get rich? Let's see. Today. Interesting. I guess this one just got dumped a few hours ago. Let's see what the original seller is actually, what he had still. I mean, like so many shit NFTs, right? I mean, like, guys, like honestly speaking, just make sure you don't get stuck with like so many shit ones. I mean, like obviously these are not shit per se, but some definitely are. Kind of looks like a bot. Anyways, oh fuck. It's kind of shitty that this one just like got sold a little bit earlier. You don't see it here for whatever reason. Oh, here. It got sold this morning though. You just don't see it here for whatever reason. I like this one. I think like this one is really, really, really good. I'm a fan. If you want to get yourself like a cool one and you don't mind like spending like a little more than the floor, I think like this one is like quite cool. Now, this one is also cool, right? But let's just like kind of call it what it is, folks. I mean, like it's good. I just don't know whether it's worth 1.5x the floor, right? I guess like that's also always like the harder part with youths in general. Like, what do you think it's worth, knowing that the traits are kind of similar in rarity. I mean, like, they're quite literally they're the exact fucking same. Let's see. I mean, like, the chat function is, there you go. I don't think you can. I'm just trying to link you guys the video I uploaded like earlier. No. Oops, that's not good. Yeah, I mean, so with Utes though, like, there's no way to where I can basically okay, I mean, like, it is what it is, folks. Like, if you want to like learn a little more about like Utes, traits, rarity, like appreciation, like all of the good stuff, go to youtube.com/@the NFT Cat, and I uploaded a most beloved Utes trait tier list, and it's a really good video, even if I say so myself, because even though there's no real rarity on Utes, there's definitely like a difference in price appreciation, right? If you want to learn a little more on that, just go there. If I were to pick some Utes at like these levels, I would go for this one for sure, because it's cheap and it's pretty solid. I think this one is fair, not as in like you need to get your hands on it, but like it's good enough. I don't mind this one. I think like the windswept hair together with like the robes and the monotone coloring of the fur and like the pink glasses, it's kind of cool, kind of neat. I would go for that one as well. Now this one is easy to like in my opinion. I mean, the fucking what's this the baseball hoodie looks really well with like the blue shades, right? And I don't mind like the yellow bucket hat with it. I think like that's, I'm not sure if it's undervalued, but like at the end of the day, like nothing is really undervalued with Utes, right? It's hard to flip Utes. Let's just call it for what it is. But I think I'm the highest on this one, really. It kind of does remind me of like one of my first Utes. Like, it kind of looked like this, but it had like the horns. I think it's really good. If you're looking to get yourself a fairly good Ute, which is not super expensive, I think like this one is really reasonable. Private code. Most Utes traits are clean looking. The halo is so clean. Absolutely. And interestingly as well, right? Like Halos used to trade like at a premium pricing as well. Even though they don't right now, they used to, right? And we're still low liquidity zones, right? So more players would enter the space. I can see color block halos doing like a lot better than what they're doing right here, right now. Let's see, by the way. Because medievals are also like doing quite well, I believe. Yep, there we go. I made a video on medievals that I kind of feel that their sizing is not big enough on the characters, which I really stand by. I think that this shit looks... let me see if I can just like pull it up. Let's see. I am nearly there, folks. So if you would compare like a medieval to a DGOT, right? You can clearly see how like the character itself is kind of small compared to the DGOT, right? To where the traits kind of get underappreciated in my opinion. And if you would see them in line, kind of like this, I think it's way easier to just like appreciate the what's it called? The skins, traits, whatever. A lot more when your image is just like a lot bigger. So I made a video on my suggestion that I think they should just like adapt the metadata and change this, which you can also check on my YouTube channel. I think they would benefit a lot from that, because I do kind of feel that right here, right now, people are like a little bit too focused on like the I mean, just this kind of like proves my fucking point. So this is a mythic skin, right? Like it's nice ice skin. It got floored for 1.5x the floor price at a 0.6 Solana price level, 0.63. Isn't that just nuts? Interesting. You know what? There's actually like quite some interesting listings to begin with. What's the price doing? Let's see what this shit is going to bring, right? Because like in a month from now, we have the, what's it called? The Primevals mint for, I mean, like if people are, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but like if Primevals is a free mint for medieval holders, as long as they have their myths into training, that means they can mint a Primeval. The Primevals will kind of self-destruct over a course of like a month or like 3 weeks. But in order to save them, all you need to do is to burn 2 of your medievals and then you can save them. Kind of similar to the orcs, other than there's a locking mechanism involved, right? So you see the orcs. I mean, like, this is a absolute steal right here. I mean, like, Jim Jammer, like, this is actually like a really good price you're giving. This is one of like the very best orc trades. The Morgoth's Cloak. I think like he's underselling himself. But you know what? Like right now, as of today, like people, it's not selling, right? So like, who am I to judge? But I do kind of feel that like this is like one of the best trades within medievals. And it's cheap. Let's just call it like it is. But interesting food for thought, right? I do kind of feel that medievals will probably soon start like taking up some momentum again. It would make sense. I mean, gee, holy moly, look at this RSI. Most oversold ever here. On the daily time frame even. There you go. Let's see what gives, right? Like this is, I mean, like you got some bearish divergence here too, so it's going to be interesting. Like, you know what, folks, and like this is just what it is, right? Like I kind of feel that NFTs are just on such an interesting spot to begin with. People are absolutely gambling their ass off right now on something you don't necessarily need to gamble for. I guess you can, right? You can. But you don't have to, right? Like I think like the fun in this shit is to like collect the traits you like. Let me just like fix this shit real quick. You can just like collect the traits you really like, rather than anything else. For example, I mean, if you kind of want to get into medievals, this right here is like the very, very, very rare skin in the entire collection. It's the Glacier skin. Why is that? Because it is rare amongst orcs. Orcs, there's only like 300 of them in the entire collection. It was like a burning event, which kind of led to people burning their mids. And one sec. There we go. People burning their mids and getting orcs in return. And I believe there's only like 5 Glacier skins in the entire collection. Let me see. What's the non-skin? Ah, well, there you go. The one-on-ones. Glacier 1 in 5. I think like this is like a sweet deal. Like I really do think so. Like if you ever want to like get into medievals and you would rather have some what's it called? You kind of want to get yourself some grills. I mean, like this is like a proper grill, like a really, really, really good one. It's not the best, but like it's good enough, right? Let's don't be fooled though by like the orc traits, because like just stating the obvious, it's somewhat of a race within medievals to begin with, right? So you should kind of calculate like the rarity based on like how rare is it for like within orcs. It's kind of confusing, really. I'm not sure if I'm too big of a fan how they handled that, but luckily my opinion doesn't matter here. I do kind of feel that the Summer's armor and the Merlin's cloak at the end of the day are like the ones which really make the most difference. Let's see. And people aren't just like looking to get rid of them, right? Not too many being offered right now. They're not. But I do kind of feel like these are like some of like the premium traits within the collection. 10x the floor price or like 9 or 8x. I think like that's kind of a fair valuation, especially at these levels. And then you would have like the Summoner's helmet. I mean, you can kind of like it's easy to spot that people are just like waiting to get out of NFT still, right? Well, I mean, like, I think it won't take too long for like NFTs to start kicking off. I kind of feel that I would be highly amazed, to be honest with you, if this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. And I think like we are ready to just like attack like the previous all-time high. I think we actually go like a lot higher than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who knows, right? Like this is like the speculating part yet again, and we'll see. But it would make like a lot of sense to me, right? It's either this or the timeline is right. And NFTs are never, ever, ever going to be a thing anymore. We'll see. We'll see. Interesting food for thought, if anything, right? I mean, let's just call it for what it is, right? Right here, right now, I do kind of feel like the market is kind of on a decision point, what it wants to do with NFTs in general. Interestingly, we're seeing like some positivity in like the crypto market right here, right now. What, like Ethereum just shut up by what, 5%? So let's see. We might be dead. We might not be dead after all. But you know what, guys? Like, I do kind of feel like that's somewhat it on my side, is it? I do not want to be like leaving early, to be honest with you. Some crazy buys on Claynosaurus. I guess nothing too special, right? I guess that also, like, I'm just not that much of a fan of Clanosaurs, to be honest with you. I think like the IP is great and all. I just like don't fucking care about the art. Geckos I do like. Kind of interesting that like they have basically like 4 factions depending on like the background. They have one trait like all geckos are really fond of, which is like the neon green. Let me just share that with you guys. There you go. This is basically like what all geckos are aiming for. The one trait of like the highest regard of, as far as I'm concerned. Also, like in some other news, like I believe like we're gonna have like a few collaborations in the next coming while. I should have guys on from OK Bears sometime. I should also have Fault from Haxon sometime soon, and Degen Founder from Rogues. So let's why don't we just like get to all of those, right? I mean, this is looking to be interesting. Maybe it's just like a little better. I mean, like if there's 2 deviations, like can we still like call it a deviation, right? It's either this or no, I don't think. Let's see. I would not be surprised if we kind of would slip over banana peel with fucking OK Bears and we'd be testing like these levels. That would make like a lot of sense in my book. What would that be versus the US dollar? Let's see. Times 3.5 pretty much. Something like this. Let me just like fact check myself. I don't want to be fraught maxing you guys. Let's see. .8. I mean, like that'd be obviously assuming that Solana would not shit the bed and not Moon either. I mean, this looks. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Not gonna lie, right? Interesting. I mean, when we're looking at the art, right? Like, OK Bears are such a staple. I guess they're not the most liquid, but like their history goes back. I mean, like they used to trade at what, like fucking 200 Solana. I think the art is kind of dope. Not going to lie. Like, and you know what? I do really like the at the end of the day, right? Like I do think like it's a net positive community, very non-toxic, just like trying to contribute to whatever they're doing, right? With them, I believe they're also doing a whole lot good with. There you go. With like them actually like fixing like these basketball fields among like across the world, right? Making them like wheelchair accessible, etc., etc. And again, like this can be like your cup of tea, or it's not. Like you can like the art, or you cannot. But at the end of the day, like if you want to join something which is like a net positive, I think like this is a net positive for sure. I think so. So having said that, like I should have like guys on sometimes. I mean, like this is kind of cool, isn't it? Them actually like making a change for like the better. I'm a fan for sure. Do I have like any okay bears? No, I do not. I don't, folks. Not at the moment. But never say never. I mean, like this one does look kind of cool though. I don't think it's worth fucking what, like 200x the floor price, but you get the drift. Let's see. Like I don't think anything reasonable would be like spending more than 10x the floor price. So let's see. I think like this one's like pretty cool. Fur coat. Oh, there you go. I think this one is pretty cool as well. All you gotta answer for yourself though, like my friendos, like is it worth 10x the floor price, knowing that more than likely in the future, like there's going to be like somewhat of a more healthy balance between like floors and non-floors, right? Non-floors, grills. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna have like Kai's on, or at least like I got told. Let's go to hacks. So this is one I recently joined myself. They went so well. I mean, just looking at this from like the US dollar valuation, right? Like this is where you would like buy the living shit out of this. This is like I mean, again, don't be retarded and like take any financial advice from a guy calling himself Cat Guy, obviously. But I do kind of feel that if you're looking to get in, right, and you're not looking to get in here, like where would you? I kind of feel like something like this will make sense. We'll see though. The on Solana, it's kind of different though. Like I'm not sure what to think on this, right? This looks a little iffy, I'm not going to lie. Like it does. I think that's a fair statement. So yeah, I mean, like, we should have like Vault coming on like sometime soon as well, I believe. More info on that. I believe they should have like a few new things coming out, like including like a new new way of, new art look to it. And Rogues, we should have like Teach and Founder on. I mean, like all of these guys I'm talking about, they are all like the founders of like these projects. And to be honest with you, I mean, like that's, in my book, like that's quite cool, right? Because like you want to be able to ask them like, hey, what's the plan? What are you like, how do you like envision like the following months, years? What's the dealio right here, right now? I guess like these are the one-on-ones. Like Rogues has something fairly cool to where I believe you could basically have them design a one-on-one if you're getting into that. I mean, like this is quite fucking cool, not going to lie. Right? Who the fuck is this? I mean, like this is a nice looking one-on-one. Anyways, it's not for sale, sadly. But I believe that you can just like get yourself like the one-on-ones, and then you can like quite literally contact them in order to get it fixed, right? And you can quite literally collaborate with the artist in order to like get it designed. I mean, I'm not going to lie, like would be kind of cool to get like a fucking cat skin rogue, right? And I'm not going to lie, 2.0, I would not mind having like some of this shit implemented too. I mean, like that's just nuts. Joker, I mean, like definitely missed opportunity to call it Roger, but whatever. I mean, like I do kind of feel like, obviously I'm not talking about what's it called, okay bears, but I do kind of feel that like this one, hacks, medievals, those are some of like the newer projects I'm carefully bullish on. I don't want to like, I can like actually like be like quite transparent on I do have like high hopes on medievals, but just because like they're the same team as like the ones who designed like the odds, right? Like they have the experience on what it takes to get them there. But again, like I know like these founders, and so far all my encounters have been like quite nice. I must say though, I must also say that on both hacks and rogues, I've also like heard some FUD, right? And there's no saying in what way, shape, or form like the FUD actually makes sense, or like whether there's any truth to that, or yes or no or whatever. But yeah, I mean, like that's part why I want to do this stuff, right? To basically get you guys a little more intel whether these are like some of the collections worth like following, and whether these are some of the collections actually well worth like being a part of the community in. Having said that, folks, like I'm gonna call it quits for now. I will be back tomorrow morning, I would reckon, like quite early. Probably, man, I'll see. Probably 6 o'clock European time. Kind of sucks, but I might have to make it earlier. Potentially 5. We'll see. I will check you guys back tomorrow. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to go to the YouTube channel. We're only 52 subscribers in. Let's get to it. Like youtube.com/@the NFT Cat. I appreciate you for tuning in, and I will be back soon.